Roma, Ava, Russia, don't play at all. I plan the Kamaka down to burn the new advantage, and I'll do a cut down your father to Opa, Bagaba. The Lava, no one about your revenue. Ava will be Galvin City, Ava, but from Bobby Adam Kamaka, and the future. No matter back by some of them like that. I think it's careful. When you actually have mom with somebody's and dog, our men are a banana driver from the day. I'm going to the car, but you want to change your mind. I'm a little gentleman. If you have got down, Tifia, you don't have 2-4, say to 2-4, say to 7, Saturday. I know, I'm going I'm a boy of boys about to buy. They can't have a original form. They can't fix a second with the form. Yamama Bago. Dakere, Lukunuta, Yadam, everybody. Masaki,
that was a brief address by the King of the Igbo Kingdom, His Royal Highness Hogbetsotso III. His speech hinged on three themes. The first theme recounted the problems the present government face in the administration of Ghana, which made it very difficult for them to realize their policies. He mentioned COVID-19, which invaded the whole world and which made us not to celebrate the 2020 festival. Not only COVID-19 disrupted government policies, he also mentioned the Russian-Ukraine war. We are connected to these two events because many of our imports are from Ukraine, and any instability in Ukraine will affect our trade relationships. The second thing he also mentioned was about the angles in various spheres of development in Ghana. Some of them are lawyers, some are police officers,
we don't use food, we allow you
we want to show his appreciation for the willingness of the scientific but something happened and it didn't come. And the people were saying it will not happen. But today, Sunday is in our midst. This shows the bond of relationship between Ashanti and Anglo. The first Sunday to visit Anglo was October the 1st. And he came in 1865. When he came, he and the Crow, they signed a tripartite alliance in the Anglo people that they will no longer fight for them. Because of that treaty, the Ashantis allowed the Anglo people to have a settlement in Kumasi. Another also gave them a piece of land to build Kumasi in Angola. And they go to the new market. And there's 2 houses there, not the 2 houses, 2 houses. The inscription for the 2 houses, not the 2 houses, 2 houses. So, the relationship is not only today, but 107 years ago. Hogbetsotso first was here. So that relationship was renewed. The Hogbetsotso was very happy that this is second home. We were there in 2018 in the Hogbetsotso Festival, and this is like a return visit.
Move your camera down, small. Charlie. Now everything is scattered again. Black man. Oh, see. Unless your machine is wrong. See this person too. Yeah. Everybody read the camera. Now the camera alone way. Those way they use to make them increase the mark. Battery go up, that way. See UT. See where UT is. See, there's a camera in front of you. So what are you saying? Go and this person to bring this camera down.
Full cameras, get out of
the front person.
You get out of the space.
Get out from the space so
The sound in the camera.
Hello? Has it started? Yes, hello. They should bring the He has started talking.
Hello?
Microphone sickness or go.
Chairman for the occasion. Vice President of the
The signal is too far from here. They will have to do that thing. Hey, be careful.
Calm down.
Smart come block me.
We have watched with admiration Here's the thing, bargain. The advancement of his people.
Captain.
But he brings to the table a unique
I'll party.
in the preservation of the peace of our nation, shape for which every son and daughter of our state should be proud of and for which the whole
Let's make some small way. Hello, can we split? So for the sound to be,
Yeah, people can just
they need to connect. So
yes,
please.
I beg. Please.
It's not about
It's not about the people. It's about the receivers. It's about the receivers.
It's not good, but now we're standing busy. At least we can stop them.
information, I hope we will establish a machinery
It's not on.
for the celebration
No,
of
he's
our
trying to hit it.
Ashanti
It's not coming.
and Law
But you see, the big hair has masked the rain.
Zram.
Let's just create some space for receiving.
Whether they go down, whether they create it. Unless they have
I'm not unmindful of the fact that the complexities and boundaries of modern politics have cast an often uncomfortable shadow over our relations. It is undeniable that our people have become associated with differences in political choices to an extent that
that has injected some unwarranted mistrust and compromised the brotherly harmony conceived by our forefathers. It cannot be our role to question the political choices people make in our modern democracy. But I'm sure we can all agree that it is patently wrong to deduce from the differences in political choices or religious beliefs the existence of any inherent animosity between our people. And it is patently wrong to allow such differences to erode confidence in our heritage and generate enmity and strife between our kith and kin. Our forefathers knew who they were and what they were doing when they forged a concrete alliance between Asante and Alo during an era dominated by intense warfare. In the past century, both Asante and Alo collaborated on many issues as the country struggled through periods of change. Asante Mine dutifully created an Aloga division as an equal part of the traditional administration of Kumasi. Indeed, we have gone further to create a unique traditional system of governance which provides for every ethnic group to be represented by its own chief on an equal basis. How better can one reflect the depth of our respect for harmonious community relations? It is in this evolution that you see and experience the heart and soul of Asante and the essence of its commitments from Hogbetsotso to this day. Asante does not go back on its word and does not renege on its commitments. Asante's strength has been built upon its fidelity to its word. So it has been over the centuries. So it is today. So it will be with the alliance entered into by my great uncles and the Ando state. Tobiwa, Mamawa, we do not enter the political space as traditional leaders, but you will permit me today to cast our minds back to the election an American Republic. I do this most reluctantly, but with some personal feeling because of the need to clear some of the distortions that have festered and adversely affected our relations. There is no historian or political analyst who would deny that the odds were stacked against the favorite son of the Ando state, Komla, when he the National Alliance of Liberals. Bedema was CPP. Even though he had fallen out with President Nkrumah and spent time in exile, his political base was that of the CPP. When President Nkrumah was overthrown, the CPP was proscribed and its members banned from that. Apart from the area where he was heralded as a favorite son, in the rest of the country, the base from which he would draw his support had been removed. It was the political opposition to President Nkrumah which naturally benefited from the political process. Only politicians, not us traditional rulers, can understand and address the machinations at work then. What nobody can suggest on any evidence is that it had anything to do with Asante or any ethnic consideration for that matter. But Tobiwa, Mama will now consider why this means so much to me personally. When Komla Bedema formed now National Alliance of Liberals, he finds the man to be his right man as national chairman. The person he found to be his national chairman was no other than my own brother. Yes, my own brother, Burma John Francis Kobna, son of the then reigning Asante Hima, Nana Mesuenyako. John Kobna, a distinguished lawyer, knew he was placing his future traditional prospects at risk by opting for frontline politics at the time. But he believed so much in the leadership of Bedema, he was willing to make the supreme sacrifice. None of the Asante man, at the very heart of Menchia, we are there as the right-hand man of Afro Bedema. Indeed, there was an Asante conspiracy against him. And how does it feel for my own brother to make the sacrifice he made, only to hear the distortions that have persisted to this day? Clearly, it is only fair that we begin to debunk the myths and learn to separate the machinations which drive the conduct of individual politicians from the roots of their birth or their religious orientation. By the wisdom of our forefathers, the celebration of a church appropriately provides for a period of reflection and soul-searching for the settlement and resolution of discord within families and among the people. Today, the Awomefia, chiefs, Abogduada, and queens of Ano State can set a beautiful example for our nation by extending the process of discord resolution beyond the limited family and traditional environment. You can help kickstart a process to purge ourselves of past contaminants of all types, flush out the sources of unwarranted discord, growth of a healthier climate for public discourse and social and even political interaction. Our Mafia, Asante thanks you for remaining true to the ideals of our forefathers. We applaud the Tobiwa, Mamagawo, and elders for the loyalty and good counsel which they have served their proud state. And we thank you again and again for hospitality. As we prepare for brother to bid goodbye, I ask in the spirit of the moment to let the elegance of Fontomfro and the energy of and to the music of peace to the glory of one nation we proudly call Ghana. May we forever triumph together in the arms of great Ghana. Azad
Yeah, ready. I'm going home again. Yeah, no.
Hello? Now we are now with the call is going to address us.
Give me one more time. Water. It is there.
I disgrace the Republic of India. Your man no longer to be Royal Majesty.
To the second. The second. The chairman of the program. The media, invited guests, my brothers and sisters. It is an honor to represent Hogbetsotso upon the second and his people at the Hogbetsotso Festival for the year 2022 with the theme Uniting for Development, sustaining our unique culture, commonwealth for generations. A greater opportunity to extend the greetings of Koromai to Ahomeyim III and his people during the celebration of a very development-oriented festival which to come gives the Anambra State a great sense of unique identity, direction, and recognition. Togwell, Mamao, the Cyprian Aqua Japan, the Kow Hime, Beg ye Dogbenami. May try no makam Kasakakra if it's a Mania Jahapa. Togwell, and fear bebre, and Yananum, and Angwa. For atra anwafo migrate bebre akọ transfer mam omo te kwasumdwem sane ya hwe ogana efise enkambom ayade a ema enkoso ba empunturo so eba ye kan ho bomo a ana ebetimi Bobra and my crow tumpon. Nobody can build a country for us. No, my cousin. Yayan Kassan, you bet to me, I just say, my. Now, some I bet to me, I am. Let's say a kind of boom. I don't see many Japan said to be and the unity.
You know, easy.
Hogbetsotso Festival.
That's everybody for left now.
Israel Enka and Roman. Angwafo are very industrious. We call Ghana for hanging now. But still, you bet me I am more. You bet me I am not just a kind of boom. Call for sea and crop for any bread. Now a kind of boom. As yet to master the Bayan, your brother with the year. Your Papa Sabasa, your Pentoka, and Unti. Na I was saying in a kind of home. Na yet me yet Juma near the tree, my Obiani Hogbetsotso Mama, Ajiga Yankasagana for ya. Kakana said, yet the Chrome Honey, yet Jumani in this car. Miss Ram, won't be any university where Chrome. Beya, ye crow. Bet me a doom pong, na a colony. Ghana for the Bray, Jumano, yes. Nobody I could go on my way. I'm on an instant, of course, I could go busy at the Ghana. With them, you must be all a hand, no more couldn't to say a call me, I a friend or honorable Brian a champion. A branch. Unyameto Vincent was in hotel, a friend in Rock City Hotel. And then you can Africa, any of my crown hotel and the Muslim. Mr. Say, you and I kind of the Yeska, you invested and war, you promo her. Call for a Nipa and pen a Jedi, Samsuna, and Alfonso, it's me at Juma. And until the Jedi make her baby Kaka. You're Vice President to Haiti. May I message her say, you want Juma Constitution as a Shamagana. It's just a retail business. Mestre, you're Mama Branomonia, Mama Mama, as I say, it's a cano and sign for retail business, a business. Some want to buy. You my word to no industries. Now at Miyama crop for a Juma. And we will continue for many years to get benefit from your wise, dedicated, and courageous leadership, which has been so vital, a factor in inspiring our generation positively. I have come to know that Hogbetsotso represents the rich cultural, traditional values for our people and especially brings unity, love, togetherness, and development. Our ancestors and elders portrayed and preserve our culture and traditions with pride and dignity. The reason why we are witnessing and celebrating our rich Hogbetsotso what a colorful and inspiring legacy. I can say a clear evidence of the togetherness and development herein exhibited. The good people of Kolmai tap greatly from your vast experience, gift, and fortitude. On behalf of Kolmai, I wish you very well in your endeavors and pray that 2022 Hogbetsotso would bring growth and sustained vision that bears good fruit for Anglin State and beyond. Kwau, your slogan, help Kwau to help Kwau to help a Kwau. Anglin, help Anglin. Help Anglin to help Anglin. Long live Anglin State, long live Ghana. May God bless us all. As I say about
a delegation from the Mafia as a presentation to the Asante Ini. The road to be cleared for the presentation to take place. The delegation is coming to Gandhi. So let's clear the road for them to get near you.
try C and C. So
that is Asantehene sitting over there. Asantehene. Yeah. So like, share, and subscribe to Agba Free Cultures.
Mamao, Amagao, media, the entire citizen of the Anglo State, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, Nonamilo. I am honored to be here with you today in a source of pride to be representing the President of the Republic, His Excellency Nana Adudakwa Akufo-Addo. I bring you his warmest greetings as well as his sincere apologies for his inability to join you all on this exciting and grand occasion. We have all traveled far and near from all corners of Ghana and beyond to join Togbeo, Mamao, and elders of the 36 states of Anglo in celebrating the grand deba of the annual Hogbetsotso Festival. I'd like to take this opportunity to specifically thank and welcome His Royal Majesty Hogbetsotso II Asantehene and the Kolomini for making it to this festival. I can say that the historic records show that the last Asantehene to be in Anglo was Asantehene Kofi, and this was over 120 years ago. And therefore, this is truly a historic occasion for Otumfuo II to come. We have been given a history by the Otumfuo, the relationship between Asante and Anglo states dates back to the 19th century during the reign of Asantehene Kofi, when the Asante, Akremo, and Anglo states formed a tripartite alliance. Hogbetsotso, as we all know, is celebrated to remember how the Anglos escaped the tyrannical rule of Tobe Agopoli about 400 years ago. It is a season of joy and merrymaking, time to reconnect with our culture and rich history, time to share, time to reconcile with one another, and a time for families to reunite. Indeed, we give praise and thanks to the Almighty for seeing us safely and peacefully through the COVID-19 pandemic. This festival has not been celebrated ever since the breakout of the deadly COVID-19 pandemic, which brought many countries, businesses, and organizations to their knees. But for the good interventions and measures instituted by the Royal Majesty Tobe III and the good people of Anglo, this festival has once again seen the light of day. Lovely Chairman, the Anglo state over the past 60 years has strived and contributed in many ways towards the development of our dear nation, Ghana. So as we celebrate the 60th Hogbetsotso Festival today, we must look back, even as we take stock of our achievements and challenges over the years, and re-strategize on how we can further accelerate the development of the Anglo state and Ghana at large. Mr. Chairman, for this year's celebration, 60 years of Anglo Hogbetsotso, united for development, sustaining our unique cultural commonwealth for the future generation. The organized organizers of the program would not have chosen a better theme than this. Cultural sustainability in itself has to do with maintaining cultural beliefs, cultural practices, heritage conservation, culture as its own entity, and the question of whether or not any given culture will exist in the future. People of Anglo have come this far with their unique culture and traditions, and preserving such culture and heritage will be a legacy for the future and unborn generations. From their rich cultural heritage to cultural and creative industries, culture is both an enabler and driver of the economic, social, and environmental dimensions of sustainable development of our people. It is, however, a common knowledge that Anglo traditional area, especially Angloga and Keta, is one of the growing, well-patronized and highly competitive tourist destinations in Ghana and beyond. Aside the enormous tourism potential of the districts, which draw hundreds of tourists here every week and several thousands every year, it is naturally a peaceful area to sit and relax. Ladies and gentlemen, I would be remiss if I do not touch on the economy. We all know that we are facing a global economic crisis, which Hogbetsotso III referred to. This is a crisis that is being felt all over the world, and the cost of living has accelerated across the globe. If you look at the cost of living as measured by the rate of inflation between 2019 and now, the cost of living or the rate of inflation has increased by 5-fold in Ghana. It has increased by 16-fold in Togo. It has increased by 11-fold in Senegal. It has increased by 7-fold in Cote d'Ivoire and 8-fold in the United Kingdom. The increase in the cost of living has caused hardships not only in Ghana but many countries. In fact, the BBC noted about 2 weeks ago that so far this year there have been 93 public protests against in 93 countries. We've had public protests against the increasing cost of living. It is important to note, however, that in the midst of all of this turmoil, we should put things in perspective. The government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has, over the last 6 years, taken many steps to reposition and transform the economy. So whilst we have hardships today, which we are working very hard to alleviate, and inshallah we will deal with them. Whilst we have hardships today, let us not forget what we have been able to do in the last 6 years. Let me recall that our government in the last 6 years has created more jobs than any other government in the Fourth Republic. Let me recall that we have constructed more roads than any other government in the Fourth Republic. Let me recall that we have built more interchanges than any other government in the Fourth Republic. Let me say that we have built more airports than any other government, more railways than any other government. We have built more classrooms than any other government in the Fourth Republic. have constructed more fish landing sites than any other government in the Fourth Republic. We have also restored teacher and nursing training allowances. Beyond infrastructure, we have implemented many transformational policies. Over the last 6 years, Ghana has successfully issued the national ID card. For the first time in our history, Ghana has a digital property address system. For the first time in our history, Ghana has implemented mobile money interoperability between the telcos and the banks. This is the first in Africa, and Ghana is the #1 country in Africa for access to financial services. For the first time in our history, any Ghanaian who has a national ID card can open a bank account sitting at home and don't have to go to any bank to fill a form. For the first time in our history, we have drones delivering medical supplies to our people in the very remote areas, whether it's blood, whether it's vaccines, whether it's medicines, snake bites, and so on. If you are in Yamboswe, the drones will come to you. Afram Place, the drones will come to you. Yagabakubari, the drones will come to you. And so on and so forth. And Ghana, our own Ghana, is the whole world's largest medical drone delivery. The whole world. For the first time in our history, people can buy electricity units on their mobile phone. If they can even buy it from China, Germany, Japan, or the UK and buy their units on their mobile phone. For the first time in our history, we have one district, one factory. For the first time in our history, we are clearing goods paperless in the ports. For the first time, we have digitized the driver's license process. And for the first time in our history, Ghana has implemented the Ghana.gov platform, which is a one-stop shop for public service delivery. For the first time in our history, Ghanaians can renew their national health insurance sitting at home on their mobile phone. For the first time in our history, Ghanaian students can apply for student loans without the need for a guarantor. A Ghana card is sufficient. For the first time in our history, a government gave Ghanaians free water and free electricity for a whole year. For the first time in our history, government has provided free Wi-Fi to most senior high schools, 42 colleges of education, and 13 public universities. For the first time in our history, we have implemented one constituency, one ambulance. For the first time in our history, we established the Zongo Development Fund. For the first time in our history, government has childhood cancers are now covered. For the first time in our history, we have established creative arts, senior high school. For the first time in our history, we have free TVET. And for the first time in our history, we have free SHS. This is accomplishment. This is accomplishment. There are many people who don't like to hear good news, but it is good news. But that doesn't mean we don't have much more to do. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have more to do.
there is a lot more. Ghanaians are facing a major increase in the cost of living, the cost of fuel prices, food prices, and so on. And we have to do more to make sure we can relieve the burdens of Ghanaians. I'm so proud to be here in for the celebration of the Hogbetsotso Festival. It is a fantastic festival and we are so happy to be part of it. Once again, I'd like to thank Hogbetsotso, the Kwahuhine and Hogbetsotso for this invitation of us to come. God bless the Angola State. God bless all of us. And God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you very much.
Amuganto majirula Agbana FM nana Tokyoga Mida kuku atuamana kwa mashama na dola tuama
Alright.
One, two. Marako mashama na dokola tuama. Mashama na dokola tuama. Amashama na dokola tuama. One, two.
Now we have some representation from the Minister of the Volta region. Volta Regional Minister will do the presentation.
Akwe. Akwanami. Dukola be baranto ebunu. Abi bonala. Dukola eko nunana do demiasi. Wemi akofene tokwe siri the third. Anglo duko. Let me black label, one carton. Castle Bridge, one carton. Champagne, one carton. Minerals, 5 cartons. Beer, 5 cartons. Play water, 10 packs. Play Ega City. Akpe Alafarika. 100,000 Ghana cities. Ega 1 billion cities. Duprola Economy Asibe Mikovana Tokwesri Play Anglo to Kokata Akwanami Akwe.
Yo, me da kwane yaba Duprola rek. Nuna na okatata. Titi akokushio bele toma. Kokushio na de gogoma nami.
Chairman Tokwesri the third, on behalf of the Vice President of the Republic, I would like to humbly ask permission for the Vice President to attend another program from here. So we would like to come and greet Tokwesri the Chairman, and then we say bye-bye to Otumfo before our departure. Thank you very much.
Original Minister Agbaka Kaka, my father never vient and so Kuago Bonami. Ayata, no, my father, ma, Miavio, Obligat Banner, Mama, Hogba, 2020 award, Bola do Banan, Miava Mafia, no, my father, ma, we now take some announcement from the Kwauhini. They made a lot of representation to us, and we want to give them the opportunity to announce what they brought to us.
Thank you very much, Toby, on behalf of the Kwauhini. We cannot come here and leave without supporting this event. So, Nana Kwauhini is supporting Toby and his people with the following items. One big ram, or what we call Ojaya Ochebia. 50 boxes of mineral water. One traditional Akan cloth. And this is backed by an amount of 30,000 Ghana cedis. This is from the Kwauhini and his elders to support you. Thank you very much.
Mia fo chot kwao Oma vana na mako Woko gananga 30,000 series Ako akbo Da kaperano Tojiha Wama fe Bla achi Bosusu wama bla aton Akope Akbada asanu nami Yatoko uto mi be akpanami wona gati fienya juko afapara mto batoko dona awama fia bla damanche bla awama fia bla no law amobiam chofia aina da ashanti hini go abe to batoko ni hachomo abia alabala yi akama miano fiyo kaba jofli ho akoyama watcha yo na shuje yo to matora kajia yonya mama hoba over batoke domna awoma fia o batoke domna awoma fia mi adon kujiba minna minyaba ya no viare jababa ya donku ale mi atobio so foiji ala ba minya ba mi atobio ma do afi afado afia ya no via aso chochoche ukaka ba anoto hotu ama mi no via nyamaka mayoji ba yo koya ona no njo million kujiba mama ho wona ha alaji afia la jubilee boma kata biko mo popo akpata na nya ka dofo kata alaba wo fa baba jeje wo riba amo mi ko sam la juta mi akpata ko dam nami ya no fiocho Nigeria ni baji academy atobia ayi mi ba yo do batoke na wo matia na wo de o chiefo ni monko kona gami
We are witnessing the contestants for this evening Mama Hukme contest. They are the ladies shaking hands with our chiefs, and we are inviting everybody to Jubilee Radio College for this evening's contest. We will now announce them by their names. So you call your name to us, and then you introduce yourself.
serve and then we take up.
Hey, when you are shooting the gun, what's the age?
Victoria, Atakpa, Yodofa, Macho Akachi, Akpenami. Medagu, Konyenya, Akbanuku, Ruby, Mauno, throw away. Medakuku, Nukonyenya, Lifty, Saduchi, Abachi, Apa, Macho Amo, Apiadanima, Akpenami. Medakuku, Konyenya, perfect, Chifa, Ruby, Macho, Keta. Madam Konyenya, Zamalo, Precious, Elephant, Atapa, Vigilia, Madia, Kakama, Sida, Akati, Akenami. Konyenya, Fiat, Grace, Epona, Macho, Angoga, Claire, Ala, Akenami. Madam Konyenya, Monyo, Albi, Cho, Akenami. Madam Konyenya, Luciana, Anastasia, Delano, Butcher Way,
Minta pana miano fiao amadongo afawa wawenya moyo kashi ya kukwala la fa apafa plavia shekiama wodo mato kai la amayo do mafia afya kwa moga na jiba ya kowa wajubili do koma aba wonati ayim la fima miano fiawa arochi ko fonoshi na amrotua ba amrotua na chi no to matoika ako ngobua michicho mashama shiba wambada ono opata roji ngona to nchina na amrotua na chiraji mida banami liga fofodran miano fiere to kumasi oba yo na toke monko boya mida kuku onangada togiji marako miano fiere to kumasi Kumasi Anglogan, by your woman not talk here. Miracle yet the Biva. Yan of you to Nigeria. One of you will Nigeria. But do not talk him. Miracle, one at the piano. Apanami. Gabia or Walla Kumasi. Wella Anglogan Kumasi. Alaba Papa Ashanti Fiagawe no Adward. Now put not talking about your Naba Awatia. That Ivan and Yabawa, I email. Ayo, I can of Yao to Bafia, Bawana, Roma, Madawe, the Banu of you on a G. Yeah, Anna, yeah, I just am a
much between
oh. Dr. Miaf Novio La Kumasi, Angloba Kumasia, Dr. Novio to Nigeria.
I'm highly elated to be called upon this evening to read the citation of our honor. Council of Evachi, Ashanti, Mono East and Ahab region. Citation in honor of His Royal Majesty Thomas III the Third, Awomofia of Anglos. Royal Majesty Thomas III, you ascended the high throne of Awomofia of Anglos in February 21, 2011, in your quest and passion for precision, professionalism, and high level of reverence for the chieftaincy institution is admirable. Your recognition, love, and concern for the Council of Ever Chiefs of Ashanti, Ahafu, and Uno East, which is the chieftaincy institution that encompasses and represents the Evers in these regions, in all traditional and chieftaincy matters, as well as seeking their well-being, peace, and unity among their indigenes is also overwhelming. Your Majesty, these we believe have constrained you, notwithstanding your memorable visit to Topiga Maupa Mafuga, the President of the Council, and his elders on 21st April 2019 and on 17th July 2021, when you were a special guest of His Royal Majesty Hogbetsotso Festival. It's remarkable also to note that you are the only monarch of the Anglo state to have visited Ashanti again since the visit of Anne Awomofia in 1865. We admit with the deepest sense of humility and conviction that your visits did not only deepen outstanding Ashanti-Ever relations, but has also brought an immeasurable honor to the Council. Thank you, Your Royal Majesty. We appreciate also your good and sterling administration has sustained liberation of our cherished Hogbetsotso over the period. Truly, your resilience, valor, and indomitable spirit are rare. Vavai, Ango, Kochi, Klolo, Nakachi, the time on the occasion of the 60th anniversary of Hogbetsotso, the Council of Ever Chiefs feels proud to honor you for your faithful, selfless, and invaluable service to the Anglo state and the nation as a whole. Your Majesty, we say, Dono now. We joyfully celebrate the Hogbetsotso 2020 with you and the entire Anglo state and pray for God's manifold blessings for you, your council, and your household. Mawuna Yiram Niabasia, dated these days. Thank you very much, Your Majesty.
Toketomna, Awama Fiakulaka, Afiagao. Lama Yoma, Ashanti, Topa Fiagan. Vous êtes tout de second. Agwana Batoke, Logana, Awama Fia. Ashanti Toba Fiagan Adivi Azon Ava Anglo Fiodifia Tapisria Togo Aju Awa Mwenyuala Angwanyuala Ashanti Toba Fiagan Ashanti Toba Fiagan Tabis Nahu Ashanti Toba Fiagan Nana Ofe Ashanti Toba Fiagan Adao Kakla Tape Na Awama Fia Otumfo, c'est tout à venir.